Hello and welcome all friends and devotees of yoga and Buddhism. Today is June the 22nd, 2019, Saturday, June the 22nd, 2019. And I'm just going to proceed with my lectures on the treasures of wisdom that I discovered a couple of months ago. I ran into these wonderful treasures of wisdom. These treasures of wisdom have been developed by a very great Chinese Buddhist authority, the Venerable Master Xingyun. For those who are not very familiar with who Master Xingyun is, Master Xingyun is the founder of the Fo Guangsheng. Fo Guangsheng is about the largest Chinese Buddhist foundation in the world. And they have been all over the place building universities, institutions of higher learning, temples, giant temples. This includes a University of the West in the United States, one of the most affordable universities in North America. And then, of course, the largest temple in North America also, which is the Silai Temple, and of course, African Buddhist Seminary in Johannesburg, South Africa, which is the first Buddhist foundation in Africa. Pastor Xingyun has the credit of really bringing these teachings to Africa through this Nanhua Foundation, Nanhua, the giant foundation in Johannesburg, South Africa, and that African Buddhist Seminary down there. Educating a lot of Africans and teaching them Buddhism and Buddhist philosophy, wisdom and knowledge, and Chinese and every other thing that a university can do. I mean, they're doing a lot of research down there. You have University of the West in Rosemead, California also, a lot of research. You have several of these institutions in Taiwan that he built, so many universities all over the world. Master Xingyun is just a giant. He's a saint and a sage, a very holy man and a very knowledgeable, great man. Since his 90s, he was born 1927, and highly respected, great personality he is. These discoveries of mine are similar to, I always have that feeling that that great archaeologist had, the British archaeologist Mr. Carter, who one day excavating, doing his job in Egypt, trying to look for the ancient Egyptian civilization and the findings and the remains and the ruins, and they found this gold. They just ran into gold one day. Gold. It was the tomb of Tutankhamun, the golden king of Egypt. They found golden treasures. Tutankhamun was preserved in gold. This was a great discovery Mr. Carter discovered. And I didn't discover material gold. I didn't discover a material gold mine, but I did discover golden treasures of wisdom. The wisdom I discovered here is equivalent to that. And I'll read some of them to you. Most people have conceptions about cultivation. They think that it entails either reciting Buddhist sutras or making bows to the Buddha in the shrine hall, or else they assume it means living like a hermit, deep in the mountains, completely detached from the mundane world. In reality, according to the sixth patriarch, Master Huineng, the Dharma is in the world and not apart from worldly matters. Seeking enlightenment away from the world is like looking for horns on a rabbit. True cultivation begins with how we conduct ourselves and deal with situations in our daily life. We are cultivating ourselves when we treat others with compassion, shoulder responsibilities, conduct ourselves with ease and poise, and get along well with people. Cultivation is not a mere mantra or ritual. When our conduct naturally conveys morals, abides with the middle way, shows compassion for all sentient beings, we are truly cultivating ourselves. But if we detach ourselves from life and the world, there is no cultivation whatsoever. How do we cultivate ourselves in the world? The following are some guidelines. I need you to have your pen and your jotters ready, We're going to take some notes now. I call this the golden keys of the great Master Singh. 1. Learn to speak kind words. According to a saying, kind words can be spoken 1,000 times. If we want to succeed in life or achieve our goals at work, we need to speak more kind words. Actually, no matter what we do or with whom we interact, we also need to cultivate positive speech. There is nobody in the world who does not like to hear kind words spoken. Speaking gently actually allows us to become a kinder person and do more kind deeds in turn. In turn, others will naturally grow fonder of us and notice our good deeds. Therefore, we need to praise, encourage, and respect others more in how we speak. There are actually never enough kind words. Sometimes it is even a virtue to utter words of praise just to boost the confidence of those who need it. 2. The second golden key, learn to care, learn to care, learn to care. In addition to speaking kind words, we also need to take action with our true heart in caring for others. For instance, we can provide support for people who are not strong enough, donate resources for those in poverty, teach those who lack knowledge, and pass on some skills to those who lack them. We show compassion and enhance our own cultivation when we care for others. 3. Learn to interact well. Learn to interact well. We may be very learned and knowledgeable, yet still foolish and ignorant if we do not know how to interact well with people. In conducting ourselves, we need to show tact in our conduct and know when to advance or retreat. When others provide us with benefits, we should reciprocate with twice as much. When others praise us, we should bestow on them twice as many words of praise. If people smile at us once, we need to smile back 2 or 3 times. People who can interact well with others will inevitably enjoy harmonious human relationships. 4. Learn to be patient. Learn to be patient. Patience is the greatest strength in life. It can tap into our mind's inner power. With that strength, we will not be easily deluded, distracted, or flustered. Instead, the more setbacks we face, the more courageous we can be in overcoming them. In the end, patience breeds wisdom. Patience breeds wisdom. When we can view all phenomena in the world with wisdom, then naturally there will not be anything worth getting angry over. Patience is thus the greatest cultivation. Patience is the greatest cultivation, guys. Okay, so this is for you to go back again into your study, into your temple of peace, into your quiet space, and reflect and meditate as the Buddha always advises. We should practice meditation. Go back to your study, to your private library, sit quietly when you have time and contemplate on these treasures of wisdom and try to use them to enhance and improve your living and your accomplishment of success in your own life. I'm going to summarize quickly as Master Singh Yung does. These 4 lessons should remind us that true Buddhist cultivation takes place in the midst of the mundane world. Okay? It's for reflection. It's for meditation. And I trust you would. Namo Amitofo.